There it is. And I can put it together in a tighter package. I'm doing all that work, and it will be cool, hit the like button, subscribe. I've been studying this hip hop since day one for myself, which is 71, and that was the birthday. That was the year that I was born, and it wasn't Wu-Tang the first said knowledge be born. And the one that I heard Rakim say it first. Guru has said it. A whole bunch of MCs have said that knowledge be born. That's the way it is. The 5% of the God and the earth, the student of Clarence 13X. Now I haven't included Clarence 13X in my real deep discussions because my early years I was raised in the Christian church, in the Catholic church to be more specific. Even though my father was more Baptist church, my mother had me enrolled at a Roman Catholic school. So, yeah, I did the whole Holy Communion, and then by 7th grade, I was supposed to be confirmed. And that's when hip hop really was like, yo, check it out, And I'm starting to express myself, and it wasn't through, chasing all the girls, but loved all the girls that was in the class, So I'm friends with a lot of them. I see them on Instagram. I see them on Facebook, the elementary, but it was all one school. So it was, from kindergarten, I went to a different school, St. Therese, or Teresa Therese, I called it. And then first grade, I started at St. Ray. And I met a few of my classmates at St. Therese because St. Raymond's didn't have a kindergarten class. So shout out to Stephen Schaefer and Delisha. Us three, we started at kindergarten together. Might have been somebody else, I think, too. I can't remember exactly. I think his boy, he didn't come there in first grade, but then he came to like third grade or something like that. You get to meet so many kids and in the hood, and then my neighbors, they went to public school, so it was winter days. You wake up listening to the radio, and they say private and public and parochial schools, when you're dealing with, school and days off. So, I mean, that was the life back in the, 70s and the 80s, and then, Northeast High. So, I'm just running the tapes a little bit to understand, the life of a kid from Philadelphia, and the beauty in that, because that's where hip hop began for me. They say back in the '60s, a kid named Cornbread was the first to write graffitis on the wall. But it's you've been writing graffiti on the wall since the ancient Egyptians. I'm sure there's writing on the walls from the ancient Indians, the Native Americans, right? The Aboriginal Americans that they say no longer exist, but we are those people too. That's what we are talking about. When I'm dealing with the mathematics, it's I go back. I'm one, and I'm born from two parents, and then they had two parents, so that's 4 grandparents for me. And then they had 2 parents, so that's 8 great grandparents. That's 16 great, 32. 64, 128, 256, 512, 1028, 250, 2056, right? See how it's growing exponentially, 2 to the raised to the power. So when you get to like 20 generations, you're dealing with a million mothers and fathers of the greatest generation, right? So we apply those mathematics, and I mean it's pretty basic. Just like me, changing up my mean. I'm just playing around with the demo, and take a picture of myself. So, just things that I'm gonna be able to do when I really get this thing up and running. I'll be able to run an end screen on the side while I animate my quote unquote talk shows. This is gonna be a morning talk show. Morning talk show. I just ran off the resume a little bit, and I'm gonna tend to do that because then it's when I say I am hip hop, right? Not to hey, I want to battle KRS-One, but I ain't got a problem. I battle KRS-One. You know what I mean? And he'll respect that, and even him, he'll probably look at when I start talking about the hip hop atonement tautological epistemology, right? Start spitting and as an acronym of hate, you know what I mean? The real, then start spitting real numbers and what it means to be a real number, on some mathematical shit that's abstract. And that's where the artificial intelligence gets confused. See, when I say abstract, I asked the computer, right? I asked the computer abstract ideology, right? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I like to say ideology. It's ideology, I think. When I ask the AI, the artificial intelligence, it goes pretty much. It goes that's rhetoric, right? But it goes through a formal definition, or it tries to construct a formal definition of it because it'll look at abstract, then look at ideology, but then and it's trying to create a definition from putting those two words together. It finds itself saying that it's illogical. It's rhetoric. It's imaginary, right? Because now you're talking about things that aren't really concrete when you're talking about knowledge, even wisdom, understanding. And those are the key words. But also when you're talking about peace, love, like they're not what we want to say is tangible. So it's funny to me when we going, we want some, reparation and something tangible, and I'm sitting back laughing like, oh, these people just don't get it, So it's like it's about that money. Well, that's not the tangible you're talking about. You're talking about cash, right? And that's what Wu-Tang was telling us, right? Cash rules everything around me. Get the money. Dollar bill, yo. Yeah. You know what I mean? And sneeze. There it is. But that's not even, that's clearly saying when I first swim on on that track, right? She's gotta be evil. Yeah, man, that is man. Right? But in there I'm trying to differentiate this, or create the difference between money and mammon. Like money, like money can't be holy, right? And it's like, what is it really? You know what I'm saying? So I started out last year trying to break down. My light went out. Trying to break down, and I'm gonna figure that out too. Like I started off, it's just this year, trying to break down money being logically equivalent to time, or vice versa, time being logically equivalent to money. And yeah, people ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's saying the same thing with love and hate. No. They logically equivalent, but love is strong, hate is weak. It doesn't, logical equivalents don't mean that they're equal. All right? People think that's automatic, like, when you're saying things logically equivalent, they're equal. Now, that's not what you're saying when you say logically equivalent. All right? So if it doesn't mean the same thing when you say, love is logically equivalent to hate, is equal. I'm not saying that they're equal. Right? One can be way greater than the other one can be small and minute. Now, what I'm saying is they exist in the same space, and even that one can be a subset of the other. Right? But they're not equal. Right? So therein, not hate becomes an illusion, kind of. And that's not even started with this equity. Equity, equality, and logical equivalence. Like that's the triadic understanding that I'm trying to help people understand. But when I'm dealing with colloquialisms of hip hop, people automatically go, "That's rhetoric." So that's when I pull out that Bible, and then they run for the hills. So they thinking I'm Neo. Like nah. Like I got off of that cross back when I was 12. That's why I didn't get confirmed. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, this ain't for me. Y'all trying to crucify me. You know what I mean? So, in a way, Jesus said to me, like when I was 12, he said, "Yo, you can get off that cross. I got this. All right, you got it. All right, cool. I'm cool over here, and I'm gonna flirt with Adrian and Tanya, or even Tanya. What's wrong? But it's cool to see all the being friends with the old elementary school actually. Same with high school, same with college, But it's weird not being able to, you know what I mean? But and then at the same time, trying to, and then at the same time being the man, and then at the same time being humble to God. And right there, I said a whole lot without saying nothing. That's where it's like, y'all gotta stop being hypocrites when y'all pointing at people in judgment, talking about that they spitting rhetoric because you don't understand the abstract ideology that they coming from. That's the beginning. Then you take that abstract out. It's like brainstorming, right? It's a thought, right? René D, right? One of the greatest French mathematicians, right? It was his name, Descartes. Somebody can correct me. Like I said, I'm not doing a formal presentation with these things. So let me stop all this dancing. This guy's dancing too much. Feel some confetti. Celebrating it. So, René D. I'm saying René D., the French philosopher, right? Back when we was still trying to understand mathematics. How do you even say mathematics in French? I don't know. Right? How do you say mathematics in French? That's the question. But he said one of the great first bars was, "I think, therefore I am." Right? He said, "I think, therefore I am." So that made him one of the GOATs. Imagine that, right? Let's go, right? Think about it, right? It's a brainstorm. That's all you're really doing. Taking the abstract idea as ideologies, whether it's knowledge, and understanding, or even if it's freedom, justice, and equality. And then you constructed it in such a way using set theory, which is real mathematics. It's abstract, but it's still mathematics, right? So you over here taking set theory as a mathematics, and then what you display it for the people. You can use this thing called a Venn diagram. We'll talk more about the creator of the Venn diagram. His name is off the top of my head. I can't right now. Like I said, I'm not prepared. But I'm not prepared to do this. How many minutes I do? 15. I already did enough. So subscribe to the channel. Hit like. Subscribe, contribute. $sign Bolo thing, right? That'll help me. Send $1. You ain't got to send more than that. You know what I mean? You got it, send $5. Send $1. You know what I mean? And I put it in the piggy bank and, you know what I mean? Give shout outs to you. And we can connect on that higher level. You know what I'm saying? But these are just some of the, some of the concepts that I gave my son as a gift. Like, son, hey, this is how you brainstorm. Just take the idea, convert it into a hip hop form. Knowledge will begin until I finish this song, because the rhyme gets rougher as the rhyme goes on. Sweat is your step about to get hype, or should you just listen to the man on the mic? You're physically here with me, but how could you tell if it's meant to be hip hop, or you're not mentally as well? That's Rakim, right? He took that, converted it into a hip hop form, and right there, that's the mathematics right there. Now we're going to say that's rhetoric. We're going to say all this other stuff. And all you got to do is convert it, using functions into numerical data. You know what I mean? Because that's all they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are nothing but elements of a different set called the real numbers. Now we creating one-to-one mappings with it, and now we can manipulate all that mathematics with the words, and now you're given the emotions and that words bring, and the color of what words do. I mean, which can be thought, and you're giving it momentum and movement, because that's all the artificial intelligence is doing. That's why when you ask it, what does it mean to be alive? It goes, that's rhetoric. It goes, that's illogical. I don't understand life. What do you mean you're happy? What do you mean you're sad? Right? You don't understand that. Children do, because they had that hunger. Right? They know, like, when you wake up and they like, yo, mom, what you doing? Like, hey, what you doing? I got an emotion right now. I mean, either put it in my mouth, and that's a bond between the mother and child. Right? But what happens is, a lot of these kids, when they turn 12, 13, 14, it's all right, cool. Now it's time for business. That's when daddy in charge. Whether it's a boy or a girl, daddy's in charge now. So when the boy comes and it's like, Dad, what should I do? What do you want to do? You know what I mean? I want to sell this candy. Here you go. You're going to cook this candy. You're going to mix it up. You're going to add some dye to it to give it some color. We're going to go in here and we're going to sell this candy. It's easy. It ain't hard. So now we got whether the candy is chocolate, it can be Willy Wonka for all we. You know what I mean? That's how the business gets started. It's easy. It ain't hard. It's when the person has all the supply and you're trying to share the supply. That's when it becomes hard. And that is what the government is doing. They got all the supplies. They want the power of all the supplies. And then they want to play favoritism. Now do you see the Venn diagram I put up? Right? That's all they doing. That's all they doing is playing favoritism. Whether it's racism, elitism, even cronyism, right? It's all favoritism. So, I mean, it ain't hard. So I put all the favoritism in one big circle, right? And I'm showing them like they disjointed steps. We'll get more into all that, what's with this sets overlap and disjointed sets and open sets and closed sets, and as limits get closer and closer to the edge of a set, and all that deep thought mathematics that they want to try to tell you is rhetoric. Because like a artificial intelligence computer, they think love is illogical. Or they don't even think. Man does, though. Shout out to Renee D, one of the GOAT French mathematicians, right? I'm gonna learn how to pronounce your name finally. I think that's why I got like a 95 on my college. You got to do like a 30-minute speech or something like that, and mine was on knot theory, but I could have did it on group theory, and I dabbled in game theory and bubble theory, and string theory wasn't even an option, because it was back when mathematics was still trying to, at the early phases, just like economics. That's what I'm trying to let people understand. When I was in college, there was only two trains of thought: macroeconomics and microeconomics. And where did all this behavioral and instantaneous and micro, and you know what I mean? Foreign affair economics and like all this. Like, what in the world is all this garbage? Right? It's either macro or micro. That's it. Now there has to be a third element, right? More than just man and woman, right? Y'all want to say it's the children. It really ain't the children. That's the part that y'all. That's why a lot of marriages fail. Y'all think it's the children. It ain't the children. You love the children. And I'm not saying loving the children isn't like loving God. But that's what we're supposed to be playing favoritisms to. Come on. We're supposed to cultivate God, care for God. And that's not what we're doing. Instead, we're playing favoritism to meritocracy. Which is a form of favoritism. That's the part that y'all not getting, right? And that's why Trump is the most entertaining president of all time. Period. As soon as he pointed over to the blue team and was like, "Yo, they're a bunch of cronies over there." That's all snap. And therein it was like, there it is right there. And let me break down what Trump's trying to explain to y'all, right? He pointed to the blue team, the Democrats, and said they're a bunch of cronies. So here go black women talking about some racism, like just like Jill Stein was with the Green Party. But y'all ain't vote for her. Like they only do Sheba. I'm gonna start learning everybody's name when it comes to the social media, and I think I'm gonna share this one to my regular YouTube page. Just to say, this is not what I'm trying to do, right? I'm trying to do something different with mine. I'm trying to just play a game with my son. You know what I mean? What's the game that I'm trying to play? Well, right now we're playing, what's the name of that game? Minecraft. Oh, I'm addicted to Minecraft, which is very similar to this game, right? Like you can, take your pictures. You know what I mean? See, I'm on the train, checking out my pictures, laughing at how cute I am. You know what I mean? Throw the confetti. I can do all that dope stuff, right? I can encourage hip hop, right? There it is. So yeah, I'm gonna keep sharing this, right? And understand. Yes, I understand. Yes, meritocracy can overlap cronyism, right? Because Trump is acting like, when he's putting together his staff, it's like, they got looking like a bunch of cronies over there. Trump, right? I'm trying to bring to y'all light was when you combine red and blue and purple. Who's the purple political party? And could they be the elitism that we're trying to avoid? But me, my cousin, Mr. C, shout out to BAS, right? Um, my brother, El Padilla, my older brother, Reese, right? My man's across the street, Nate, Niz, and Pat, or should I say Chris, my fault, Nappy, right? We can come to, hey man, I ain't forgetting about my man Doug. We can come together and form like Voltron, right? And become a league. Therein they start getting they get afraid because then it's like, well, that's too many black guys coming together. That's black racism. Then they're going to start coming with the anti-black racism, just like they crying about anti-white racism, and then acting like it's not cronyism because they got Barack, Michelle, and Kamala at the forefront, acting like Biden ain't got nothing to do with it. Now Biden looks like he part of the meritocracy now, right? It's the games that they play. They switch sides all the time. We don't switch. That's why we losing. That's why I was like, yo, I'm independent from day one. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I filled in and said independent. Now they changed it so that I'm none. Like, what do you mean I'm none? No, I said independent was all any third party that I wanted. So now you're being forced to choose a third party. All right, no problem. Hip Hop Alliance. There's our emblem right there. I'm gonna sign up for the Hip Hop Alliance, and that's going to be my political party. Am I happy with MC Light and Queen Latifah endorsing the Democrats for Kamala? No, I am not. Chuck D took a little step back. You know what I mean? But he still was on some anti-Trump. I don't blame him. But Trump is the most entertaining president of all time. That's the problem. All right. As soon as he pointed at him and said they're a bunch of cronies. So here, Kamala, they're able to beg for $1 billion, and then they're gonna still overspend. And now the government that they made the foundation for is still coming after destroying our families. This has been another blast. No, I'm not a blast master bowler. I'm Volothamp Modulus Tautology. I don't do the. I'm not a hip hop teacher, right? Even though I did study the gospel of hip hop. I do. You know what I'm saying? I do study the gospel of hip hop. But showing y'all my crib. I know y'all a little confused, right? But this is Animal Crossing, the island. That's the crib. That's where the studios got. You know what I mean? Hear the music in the background. Yeah, I still got to take down these pumpkins and stuff. Setting up for the holiday season. Turkey Day is in 2 days, actually. So we're going to set up for that. I might take down the fountain, put up a table or something. Cut off the rides. And I mean, this is a great game for the kids. It's not as like what's today actually is Minecraft, same kind of concept. But it's a little different as far as it is easier for the kids to get into. So it's perfect for sick, even the babies. They'll enjoy just moving the character around. You know what I mean? Getting that concept understood. But you can be amazed by what the kids can construct with just a little parental guidance. So yes, it's for the adults to play too. What's up, Pancho? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm a little bad. My night is good. I'm gonna chat. There's something cool about working out in the dark. See the muscles though. You got the muscles popping. All right, G, come out. Hold up. I ain't scared you. Never mind. But yeah, this is the game, man. And I was able to throw the shop closes at 11. Clock is in real time, so you can see. I'm up at 1 in the morning. I'm gonna release this at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I just hope y'all enjoyed it. So I'll get back with y'all. I'll try to drop something a little later on too. And y'all keep enjoying life, man. Y'all have a wonderful holiday. Even if you don't celebrate it, there's no reason to be. They murdered all the indigenous people. It's like, dude, we are the indigenous people. That's the part that y'all got to stop lying about. We are the indigenous people. I told y'all, my great grandmother was straight Native American, right? Black Native. Don't stop letting these white people say you're not allowed to say that, right? Just like Black Jesus, you're not allowed to say that. Stop all that lies, you know what I'm saying? Because white people say something. Nah, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? We have common ancestors. So, but that's love. I'm saying all this with love. Stop all this hate. Play a little game with the children. And like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I'll holler at y'all later. But I end with another rap song or something. I like doing it that way. That way, it's like, all right, these are the real lyrics. So, peep the real lyrics. Understand this is what I grew up with, and what we was trying to do was change the world. That's what they was trying to do, change the world. Broken glass everywhere. People pissing in the corner like they just don't care. Can't take the smell, I can't take the noise. Got the money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back. Junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. Tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause the man with a tow truck repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes that make me wonder how I keep going under. Shout out to Melly Mel and Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Right? I'm not biting, I'm giving tribute. Right? Trying to help y'all understand when I really drop that hip hop atonement or tautological epistemology, right? Then only a few will be able to follow me as I break down the acronym of hate. It's real. Using numerical analysis from abstract ideologies. Don't step to me with talking about I'm spitting rhetoric. Then I might be the arcanist that I am, pull out that Bible, have you start repenting. Because I do it all the time. Thank you, God. One God, our Father, the all the time. Hip hop life, one love. Right? Or love one. That's all you gotta do, love one. Like y'all trying to love cash and pesos and rupees and right denominations and y'all all that mammon and shit. I want to love that. Then wonder what's wrong with your life. Nah, God is love. Hip hop is life. Time, that's holy. But I will accept tranquility. Last but not least, that money. That's that fourth dimensional illusion that doesn't really exist. You want to say that's illogical? Peace.